What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video with The Sports Scoop. Today I'm here with Serge, and we're going to be doing the top 5 foreign NBA players. Starting at number 5, we have the Australian guard, Ben Simmons. At 6'10", he's a monster, and he plays point guard. He's got the height to play small forward or power forward, yet he plays point guard. I think that's just something pretty extraordinary. It doesn't happen often. Maybe you saw it with Magic Johnson. But Ben Simmons has been a really good player for the Sixers over the past couple years. I know he's been injured recently, like over this season. But he averaged both 8 rebounds and 8 assists per game this year. Although only 16 points. Not the biggest scorer, but really great for triple doubles. He just really gets his rebounds and assist numbers high.
Yeah, I really like Simmons. I think great player. I feel like he took a little bit of a step back this year. I felt like he played more as a sidekick to Joel Embiid. But I still think he's a really good player, and I think he's definitely a huge asset to the Sixers side, and he's put up respectable numbers this year. Now moving on to number 4, we have Pascal Siakam. So Siakam could have gone higher here, but I think 4 is appropriate because this is really his breakout year. He was an all-star this year. He averaged almost 23 points per game, 7.3 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. He was the main factor behind a Raptors team that a lot of people didn't expect to be very good this year after Kawhi left. But Siakam really took on the leadership role and has been one of the best players, not only on the team, but probably in the league. So I think well-deserving spot number 4.
Yeah, I think Siakam was definitely good last year, but sort of played as a number 2, maybe even number 3 role behind Kawhi and maybe Kyle Lowry. And after Kawhi left, a lot of people expected the Raptors to, as you said, not be a great team this year. But Siakam really stepped up. Siakam has performed really, really well at just about 23 points per game, and he's just been the factor that the team needed after Kawhi left. But moving on to number 3, Nikola Jokic has been an all-star for the past couple of years. He's averaging a double-double this year with about 20 points and 10 rebounds, 7 assists as well. Jokic, I don't know what I can say. He's been the number 1 player for the Nuggets for the past couple of years, alongside maybe like Jamal Murray at point guard. They make a really good combo. But Jokic is just a beast. He can shoot as well at center, and he's probably one of the best, if not the best, passing centers in the league.
So it really tells you how much the league has evolved that Jokic is number 3 on foreign players list. Like in any other time, like probably even like 10 years ago, he's the best foreign player in the league. But really, it shows you how much the game has expanded globally, that he's number 3. The players from non-USA areas are just getting better and better, and that shows with Jokic. He's been, like you said, been the best player on the Nuggets. He's the reason why they're the 3 seed. And he has a nice young core around him, and the Nuggets can just keep on getting better and better. But he's probably going to be the main piece. And I think if you're a Denver fan, the future is looking really bright, especially with the player that could. I mean, it's scary because honestly, a center with ball handles like a point guard, it's unheard of. And honestly, you're going to see a lot of new things in the NBA, but this one's going to be very hard to combat. I think Jokic is gonna, as he goes on, he's gonna continue to get better and better, which is scary. Now moving on to number 2, Luka Doncic. Probably if number 1 wasn't in the league, he'd be number 1 by a mile. Because Luka Doncic, he's a phenom. He's only 21. He's 21, and he's already dominating the league. He was the number 2 pick in the draft, but he tore up the EuroLeague, winning MVP at only, I want to say he was like only 18 or 17. He was obviously the best. He was one of the best players in Europe, and I think a lot of people were a little bit skeptical because obviously he didn't have the crazy athleticism or that stuff that some of the other players in the draft had. But when Dallas traded for him after Atlanta took him, they made one of the best choices maybe in franchise history as he plays at the same level he's been playing at. He's averaged 28.8 points per game, 9.4 rebounds per game, and 8.8 assists. he's been the driving force why Dallas is even in the playoffs. Because without him, I don't know if they get in the playoffs. Because Porzingis has been out for a bunch of the season until it got into the playoffs. So I feel like with Luka was the main driving force to why Dallas was so good this year, and he's just gonna. It's scary to think that he's still far from his prime, and I think, like I said, maybe get one or two more pieces around him, make sure Porzingis can stay healthy. Dallas is a championship contender easily, especially with this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's much I can say that you didn't say. Luka is ridiculous. He's one of the best players in the league, in my opinion, and he's only 21. I think the fact that the Mavericks knew something that everybody else didn't when they traded for him, I think that could end up being like not only one of the best trades in Mavericks history, but one of the best trades in NBA history. I think if Doncic, and I think he does, I think Doncic has potential to be one of the best ever. And I think if he does reach that full potential, I think this could go down as one of the biggest trades in NBA history. I'm not saying that the Hawks got necessarily ripped off. They got Trae Young, who's been phenomenal for them, but Luka's just on a different level of talent to the number one player, the Greek freak, Giannis. Giannis has been incredible the past couple of years for the Bucks. However, right now the Bucks are being kind of beat up by the Heat in the playoffs, and I think Giannis may want out after this year, maybe next year when it comes contract time. Not sure when that is. He's got no number two player with him. But sticking with Giannis this year is averaging 30 points per game and 14 rebounds per game. He's number 2 in the league in rebounds per game. And he's not even a center. I mean, he's not even over 7 feet tall. I think he's just a phenomenal player, and there's not much you can do about it. He's just got such a big reach, his wingspan, his height, his ability to just get to the basket. He's just so hard to stop by any player in the league. Nobody can stop him.
Yeah, I agree. I think honestly, no, like you said, 100%, no one can guard him one on one. It takes a good team to guard him, which is basically what Miami done. If you see the series, he still hasn't played particularly bad, but they forced him to get the ball out of his hand against Milwaukee when they were playing the Heat, which forced, obviously, Giannis didn't have the supporting cast to win his league. So, but if Giannis has Giannis, you can tell the reason why the Bucks are the number one team in these 2 years in a row, and Giannis won back-to-back MVPs, because he's put this team on his back. Like, I mean, he's probably single-handedly taken this team to the number one seed. Like, you can see like how much better the team. It's with PERs, with box to box, plus minus. I think he makes single-handedly the difference when he's on the floor. You can the team's just so much better, and that's why they can afford to take him off, because they know once they put him back on, it's already such a huge advantage for the team. I think obviously we don't know whether or not it's happening. He could still stay in Milwaukee. He could go places, but I know there's one guarantee. Giannis is, as long as he doesn't get any horrible injury, he's going to be one of the best players in the league for a long time.
Yeah, so this is our top 5 foreign NBA players. If you guys think we left anybody out, leave it down in the comment section below. Make sure to hit the like button. We could use it. And subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed. Turn on post notifications. We post probably every other day. We try to, so make sure to stay posted for our videos. Thanks for watching.